Alright, quick autumn update on a few things, guys. Got a few new additions and a bit of growth. It's been a while, but I'll try and do a few more small videos rather than larger ones. Grimachama, it's put on a lot of new growth, a few flushes. New growth seems to be coming out pretty good now. I did amend the pH in the soil a bit, which is possibly what was causing the funky leaves. I'm hoping so anyway. But yeah, all the growth seems to be pretty good now. So fingers crossed that pans out well. Yellow Jabbo, just gave it a bit of a foliar spray. It's a tiny bit deficient, but it is beginning to flower again. So it's covered in flower buds. Hopefully it sets more than it did last year, because I think I had 5 or so the first year. Last year I only got 1, so hopefully this year it ramps up. Macroprophyllata in the ground there is doing okay. The other yellow, what's that one, the Cruise, I think it is. That's doing alright, putting on growth, so that should start ramping up soon. Gets eaten a bit, this bit of the new growth got devoured, but plenty more coming through. Alright, onto the newer additions. The Pinkarama, or Annona macroprophyllata, I think it is. Shot out another branch there on the side, was happy with that. Some new growth coming out there. Yeah, glad it got a bit of growth on it before winter. This one's a grafted Lucs. You can see one of those big hoppers ate a bit of the leaf, but it did shoot a new branch out of there. So only, I think there was 2 leaves on there. There was one got eaten by that hopper. That one got nibbled, but it survived. So pretty happy it put out a little bit of growth, because we're coming into the colder weather. So yeah, I know they're meant to be notoriously slow when they're grafted. Rainforest plum. This is really starting to pick up a bit of pace now, which is good. Lots of new growth. Not sure how long I'll keep that in a pot, or if I'll put it in the ground. Yeah, have to do a bit of research if they do well in pots long term. Some ground space is at a premium. There's my macroprophyllata, probably the biggest one I have in the pot. Doing pretty well. Nice and healthy, new growth. So yeah, that one should do well come next spring, summer. Now onto my new additions. I've got a couple mangoes. On the right is a coconut cream, which is a fair bit smaller, but that's the size they were. And on the left is a Kasturi, which is a Borneo mango. If you don't know much about it, I believe they're extinct in the wild. That's a nice sized one. Dark purple to black skin. And they're meant to have like a bit of a spicy taste to the mango. I think they're in a slightly different, like a sub-family or something for mangoes, not the same as all the others. So yeah, I only did a bit of quick research on it when I heard they were available. Couple new Garcinias. Lindero on the right, both grafted. And this one is SPPQ, species PQ. I'm not sure what PQ stands for. Very little info on that one. But yeah, pretty excited to get them in the mix. This one's starting to look a tiny bit deficient, but often a problem with the Garcinias, for me anyway, I find. Keeping them nice and green and lush. It is starting to get cold here though. Yeah, I think they struggle to uptake some of the nutrients at times. My Jabbos, these are my big 3. They're doing well, just thought I'd show you them. AXP is just cranking out the growth. Look at that. Probably stay in that pot until mid-spring. See you next season. I think that's the red hybrid, I'm pretty sure. Yes, RH. That's done well. That one was the scraggliest of the lot. That's come back really well. And that's the Scarlet. Yep, Scarlet. So yeah, all doing really well. Just stoked with those 3. Okay, so over by the pool area. Patangatuba, this is the one that was a smaller, scrappier one, but it has bounced back amazingly this season. This one actually started flowering. There was quite a few flowers on it. I think there might still be 1 or 2, if I can find them. Probably not now that I'm filming. But either way, didn't set any fruit, but it had quite a few flowers on it. But the other one wasn't flowering at that time, because that one I planted in the ground and got, oh there you go, there's a leftover flower. But yeah, hopefully when they're both flowering, we'll get some fruit, because it doesn't seem, although this was the first time it's flowered, it doesn't appear that either of them are self-fertile. So I know it could be a bit of a mixed bag with them. So hopefully I'll start getting some fruit. Now the Eugenia rapanda, which has been well overgrown by the vetiver grass, or vetiver grass. Great thing for chop and drop. As you can see, they grow absolutely crazy over here in the heat. This one needs to be pruned back because it's actually a tiny bit sharp and it does cut the leaves a bit, but it does create that nice microclimate. So there, this, the rapanda, or I think the common name is Nangapri or Nangapri, has been flowering. I don't know, it hasn't set any fruit. See if I can find some flowers. The flower, this is the second time it's flowered. Oh, there you go, there's some buds there, you can see starting to come through. Yeah, it didn't set any fruit the first time it flowered, but yeah, probably had 30 or so flowers on it. Looking to be a good little producer if it starts fruiting. First year though, so hopefully many fruit to come. King Thai mango in there. I got rid of the Nam Doc Mai, so hopefully this does well. Hopefully it doesn't get diseased like the Nam Doc Mai was. Bangkok lemon, jackfruit, just refusing to die but refusing to grow. Does this every year. We'll see, who knows what will happen with that. Not too phased, it's taking up space. The other Patanga tuber, starting to come back. See, this one was bigger, but it got cooked when I planted it out. First high 30s degree day, and there. So I pruned it back, but plenty of new growth. There's my juvenile one of those hoppers. Those things get up to about 10-12 centimetres long. They're the ones chewing all the plants. Easy to kill when they're small. When they're bigger, they're a bit more agile. Jackfruit durian variety. Looks like it's already starting to struggle a bit with the cooler weather. Let's see what happens with that. Yeah. Now, the big thing, look what's gone. Got rid of the avocado, turned it into a pile of mulch. Only set 4 or 5 fruit this year, so decided to give it the chop. And that is my yellow cherry of the Rio Grande. I think it's yellow, could be orange, can't remember. It's in the ground now, so hopefully it grows true to type. I know they can revert, should I say. If you're lucky, it'll be yellow, but they reckon if it does go back to red, they are tastier than the standard ones. Nasturtiums everywhere popping up. I'll start ripping them out because I don't want that many of them. But yeah, this has done well. Planted that out probably 3 weeks ago. It's already flushing new growth. So yeah, pretty excited with that. Certainly not going to make as much of a mess of the pool as the avocado did. But yeah, that's all for now. So yeah, if you enjoy the videos, give it a like, and I'll see if I can keep them coming.